Okay. So this is where my fire was. I actually let it burn down to coals just like this. Now, when we're getting ready to get rid of our fire, we don't want to leave it like this. We don't want to just get up and walk away. So what we want to do is getting any kind of container you have. I'm just going to use this tin. Just some tin that I had with me. Since I'm so close to a river, I just decided to get some water in this tin. But you have a few options for getting rid of your fire. You can sit here and poke around and just space it out and let it smolder out completely. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just looking through my fire to make sure it's out. As you can see, it's still smoking. You can still hear it sizzling. It's not out. I'm also looking for red embers. That's something you want to check for. And doing the hand test. There's a lot of heat coming off of this, so it's still a hot fire. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to start pouring water on it. Now I got some water on it. I'm just moving stuff around so the water gets everywhere it needs to. I can still hear some cracking and sizzling, so I know it's not out yet. There's still heat coming off of it, so I'm just gonna... So I'm still getting a little heat. It's probably from these sticks that aren't soaking in the water. So I'm just gonna mesh them in a little better. Just make sure they're getting some of the loving of the water. Okay, so to know our fire's out, I've poked around. I don't see any red embers. I'm not getting anything like that. I put my hand over the fire. I'm not getting heat at all. So that's a good sign. That means the embers are mostly burned out. Now what you want to do is you just want to dig around a little bit and do another heat check, especially if you got a big bed of coals. It's going to take a lot to put that out. So now that my fire's out, just a common courtesy you can do to other people that might come through the area, or just to the area in general, is just clean your fire up. So like these dead sticks, charcoal and stuff is actually a fertilizer for the environment. So it's not like if I take this stick and throw it over there, it's going to kill everything. That's not how it works. So I'm just going to take, once you're positive all this fire is out, like there's no hot coals, nothing, you need to make sure this is true. I'm not taking any responsibility for someone who throws hot coals all over the forest floor and starts a fire. Use common sense. Make sure your fire's out before you do this. So what I'll do is when my fire's completely out, I'll start taking the stuff, the burnt stuff and everything, and you can just literally just scatter it about. Now the reason I'm doing this is so you clean up the area so that someone else comes through here or you come back here and the environment isn't ruined or littered with fire pits or fire areas everywhere. Now if you do this and you do have any hot coals, it will make a fire. Hot coals, if you didn't know, can start a fire up very easily. That's why when people try to transport fire, they'll take embers or coals with them. So now that I did that, I just have this area. Now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to start taking some of the stuff I moved away. All the stuff I brushed away, and I'm actually just going to cover the area back up. And before long, you have it all basically covered back up and everything. And you'll never know there was anything here. There's no disturbance of the area. It's nice and clean and you can move on. Okay guys, so today I gave you a basic intro to fire, where to collect some dry tinder. It's a good practice to always collect it that way, from low-hanging trees or dead branches on trees to dead brush or bushes and stuff. Just try to stay away from collecting on the ground if you can. But I showed you where to collect it, how to collect it, the different sizes. You want to go from as small as you can and keep it very small tinder kindling and work your way up. I also gave you some ideas to make a tinder bundle, something that will catch fast that you can start a fire with. The next few videos I'll be doing will be different fire lays if you're using matches and stuff like that. Like a teepee, a log cabin, a lean-to, just different fire setups like that to have your fire all ready to go. So all you have to do is light it, instead of having to tend it necessarily as much as I just did. So that was my intro to fire. If you have any questions regarding it, anything fire related, I'll have an email in the description below as always. That you can email me and get in contact with me, and I'll get back to you within 24 hours if I can. Other than that, thanks for checking out my videos, my channel. I appreciate everybody for watching these videos, supporting all that fun stuff, and I hope to see you around.